All right. Welcome everybody. Glad to have you. This is what are we now? Episode 81? Holy cow, guys. 19 episodes away from 100 streams. I never actually imagined we'd be here. When I got into crypto, never imagined I would be live streaming as much as we are now. It's been fun though. It's been fun. Small experiment turned into almost 100 episodes. So, why not? Why not? We'll call it good. Let me make sure the audio is working real quick. Alright, you guys should be able to hear that alright. Yeah, looks like audio's good to go. Happy Wednesday, everybody. Missed Tech AMA today with Dr. K. Wah wah wah. Apologies for that, folks. The man is traveling and creating the next iteration of E equals MC squared, I guess. I don't know if you guys saw that crazy fucking tweet from Dr. K. I think it was earlier today. We'll see here. Let me get the screen fired up here. Hey Ebo, welcome to the chat. Glad to have you. Sorry we missed out on the tech AMA today. I was actually super excited to chat with Dr. K about some of his tweets he's been dropping. But let's get some windows up here. Where did my here it is. Okay, so here's Dow ships. Here, right. Boom. We'll get that blown up there. So you guys can follow along with Dow ships. And then let's dive into Dr. K's X account here. I really need to spend some time on his latest tweets. These are like dude is changing the game. Changing the physics game after changing the blockchain game. Just dropping knowledge everywhere he goes. Let's see if we can pull this one up here. Here it is. There we go. Here we go. You posted about the live stream before I was even live? How is that even possible, man? Freaking magic. Ebo's got skills. Alright, that'll work for now. We'll zoom in a little bit here. Boop, boop. Boop. We also gotta get you tipped, Ebo, so stand by. And a Gallia rep. Welcome to the chat, guys. Welcome to the chat. Happy Wednesday. Happy hump day. Mike, 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 Mike. You guys know what I'm talking about? You might not if you don't live in America. I think that's a American commercial. What the heck? Oh, on Twitch, on Twitch. I get it. I get it. You get an extra one for that. That's hilarious. There you go, man. Dude is hooked. Oh man. You're the goat. Anywho, we also saw a galley repped. Repped. Where did you go, a galley repped? Get you hooked up here. Necto. I have to admit, this account creeps me out a little bit, but maybe I'm secretly into that. The case against reality. Here we go. That's worth a tip. Nice. Anywho, folks, Dr. K is dropping some bangers. Where did I see it? Where did I see it? He was like one formula to bring them all. One formula to combine them. Something along those lines. Not exactly at all, but maybe it was a reply. I gotta dive into this. So like he's done a few iterations on this paper. But let's read this out real quick. A single complex amplitude measures the statistical distinguishability between configurations governed by four information geometric axioms. From these, geometry, quantum mechanics, statistical mechanics, and the standard model structure emerge a self-consistent fixed point. Yada yada yada. If you're going to critique the paper, give your single best critique, not a list. Once I've responded, feel free to move to the next one. Any critique must be paired with either something you find genuinely interesting in the paper, or better yet, a proposal solution to the problem you've raised. For more dynamic discussion, yeah, we have a physics channel in the Quai Network Discord now. What up, Dan? Welcome to the chat. King Dan, the man with the mining plan. I gotta tip this one. Dan, you're gonna be 3D printing shit here pretty soon. I have a feeling. Hmm. There's no plan B. Gary fucking meme lord, man. I'm going to fix the physics. Kiri's like leveling up. Leveling up. I gotta quote this one. Kiri is the only meme lord I hail. That's hilarious. That's great. Let's see here. Where I saw it earlier, guys. Where was? There it is. The single most special function. See if you can figure out what it means. Why are special functions special? Anywho, this is the function, guys. Get used to seeing this in textbooks soon, maybe. TK something equals K. TKE equals K. Dot. It's Greek to me, y'all. It's Greek to me. I can't even begin to try to explain it in layman's terms. So that's what I was looking for, though. Is this the new E equals MC squared? Anyways, that's my hot take. In other news, let's see here. I'll check in on the notifications real quick, and then we gotta check in on the community. Yep. All right, stand by, folks, while we go check in on the community. How's the community doing? No tech AMA today. I know I said that a million times. I'm so bummed, but Dr. K is traveling, obviously for the cause. New moderators in Discord and Telegram today, folks. Shout out to Bippa, and Pancopa for joining us from Japan. So if you Nihongo wakarimasu, you will be seeing them around in the Japanese channels. So that's cool. Excited for them. Trying to get them some extra juice to help them begin to grow their community. They're currently on a trial period right now. with the opportunity to stay on longer if it's a success. So wishing them the best of luck. I'm super bullish on Japanese culture. Actually, intuiting maybe isn't the right word, but seeing the innovation quickly, and getting probably more excited about it than most other cultures. Yeah, they just geek out on innovation, like a whole lot more than, frankly, even people in the West do. They always have to have the latest and greatest tech. So, um, you know, you change one little thing in a mouse, and they just have to have it. They have to have it. Um, funny story. Funny story. As soon as we created the Telegram channel, one of the Japanese moderators was like, "Hey, I think the Q in the Quai logo is a little misaligned." That's how like perfectionist these people are. Um, Absolutely hilarious. Now, here's the thing though, is they are not wrong. Um, but uh, by adjusting the Q, it actually misaligns the center of the circle. So, um, yeah, I'm like I maybe remember having a similar conversation with some of the peeps about this, but totally forgot. There's, they're just perfectionists. Dutch channel needs more people. Give out free cheese. uh, that's funny. That's funny. Does it have to be Gouda cheese? Does it have to be Gouda cheese? Ebo, we need you to like help spark the conversation over in the Dutch channel, and if get enough people in there, maybe we'll need a moderator. Who knows? I'll admit though, man, I am not a watch guy. I would not be able to guess the year on your watch. Apologies. Uh, I tried to be a watch guy and then realized it was a very very pricey hobby. And I already had way too many pricey hobbies at that time, so sorry, sorry, cannot guess. I have no clue. I don't even know. I think you said Tissot. It's a Tissot watch. Is that what it is? Do you say Tissot? Is it a Tissot watch? I'm joking, man. Um, let's see here. I was checking in on the community. Uh, it was an open. It was a Claude Hub skill. Let me dig it up. Okay. Hold on, we're gonna hook up Alan with a Claude Hub skill. Claude Hub? Is that what it's called? Claude Hub. Claude Hub. Oh yeah. Search Microsoft. Graph. I think it was Microsoft 365. It's 365 graph. Hmm. I think it's 0365 graph. Microsoft graph 365. Yeah, I think it was Microsoft 365 graph. We gotta get Entropic integrated 365 graph. Where is it? Pretty sure it was this one. Pretty sure. Pretty sure it was this one, Alan. Pretty sure it was this one. Yeah, the skill was called Microsoft 365 graph. Entropic found it on ClawHub and worked pretty much out of the box. Had to set up the OAuth client on Azure. Alright, rock and roll. Moving right along. What up, Michele? Welcome to the chat. I gotta catch up with the chat. Where you guys at? Where you guys at? We got Michele in here. Gotta hook him up with some Quai. Christopher bought a $100 Seiko and scratched it in less than a month. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry, man. Boom. There you go, Michele. Yeah, I like my Citizen. I also own a Luminox. Um, Excuse me. But that is probably the most I'll be spending on a watch for a really long time. EcoDrive. I have replaced the batteries in my Luminox once, maybe. Maybe. That being said, if you're into watches, I learned a shit ton about watches from Patrick Bet-David. Just saying out loud. Today he's got Lynn Alden on the podcast. Just like really creepy. I was not expecting Lynn Alden to go on a Patrick Bet-David podcast. But yeah. What kind of Citizen watch do I actually have here? It's an atomic watch. Clearly driven with a quartz crystal. What is this dang thing? It's I can never read. I've had this thing for years now. Where's the code? Where's the code? It's in Echo 6. How do people read these things? There we go. I have to get the perfect light. Echo 650 S 111145. Echo 650 S 111145. There she is. 43mm radio controlled solar power watch. Boom. And I do have the peacock gray with the blue. This is what I'm wearing. For all you watch geeks out there, this is what I wear pretty much all day, every day. When I'm in the woods, I have a Luminox watch. Here it is. So I wear a Luminox in the woods. Looks a lot like this. Actually, it looks almost exactly like this, except for the color there. What does mine actually look like? I think I got something like this, but not that one. Yeah. So here's my daily driver. My daily driver is a Citizen. Um, this is my daily driver. The Citizen PCAT with atomic timekeeping. When I go in the woods to hunt, and I have to check the time, I use my Luminox, which, you know, again, quartz powered, but, you know, I don't even know what model I have. I'd have to, like, go grab it. It's probably a Navy SEAL. I think it's about 45 millimeters, yeah. So, there you go. This is what I wear in the woods. In the woods, I wear a Luminox. And then I actually have an automatic watch. But that was like custom made by a veteran buddy of mine. So I don't wear that one out like ever. I even have like a, what do you call it? A winder. I have a winder for it. Yeah. So yeah, yeah. I'll admit, man, like I like to compare automatics to like gasoline engines in the age of Tesla cars, right? Like, you know, like you really only wear an automatic because it's got sentimental value, or you're trying to like fit in with a crowd that, you know, you think you need their approval. um, but yeah, you know, amazing feat of engineering. That's really what they are. Is they're like engineering art. That's what, you know, automatic or like manual wind watches. You know, they're just pieces of art. Engineering art. So I don't wear that one uh, ever really, unless it's like a super special occasion. Um, but you know, I get compliments on my Citizen watch all the time. People are like, "Dang, that's actually a good looking watch." I'm like, "I know," and it only cost me like $600. So, and it'll last forever, and I never have to charge it or replace batteries. And it always keeps the time because it's atomic. Like, this is real engineering. You know, this is you know what happens when the engineering doesn't stop, right? You know, automatics and manuals are, you know, they decided to get stuck in the past. But anywho, I digress. For the love of the game, let's check out your watch, Ebo. I'm teasing everybody. Let's check out Ebo's watch. Uh, Super grainy picture. It looks like you need to clean your watch, sir. Yeah, super blurry. I have no idea whether or not this is actually a Tissot or you're faking it. I'm joking, man. I'm joking. This is fun. Um, I do like the leather bands. I do like the leather bands. I actually have what do they call it? Oh shoot, what's the name of the band I have on my what's it called? The the double strap. I mean, it's not two straps, but it's like the fuck. What's it called? What's it called? What's it called? Watch bands types. What is it? What is it? It is the nope. The NATO strap. I wear a NATO strap on my automatic. Yeah. I really like the NATO strap. It's dope. It's dope. It's super comfortable, super strong. You can have fun with it. You know, you can wear it a number of different ways. NATO strap, that's the way to go. That's the way to go. Some people get really crazy with their NATO straps, but I keep mine relatively simple. I think I wear it kind of like this guy here. So yeah, I do the fold. Yeah, NATO straps. Those are cool. Those are cool. I like your watch though, man. We got to get a better picture of this. We got to get a better picture of this. This is not doing your watch justice. Oh, you sent one in Discord? I'm not gonna pull up Discord on the stream, but appreciate it, man. Let's check out. I'll look at it and I'll comment. Hopefully that works. Where is it? There it is. Wow, man, that looks old as hell. You must be a collector. I like the little pillow you got for it too. Heck yeah. Do you have any you broke it? That's why you were wearing it? Were you taking it to the watch shop? Was that the dealio? Yeah. Feeble wants to know the backstory of that watch, man. Tell us about your watch. There's a pic of your watch collection on your X. Where am I looking here? Oh, dang. You definitely collect watches. Oh, here. I saw this one. This one was cool. This one was cool. Do you do you have any winders? Do you have any watch winders? I um I tried using the watch winder on my automatic, but this one I recognize. Again, dude, we gotta get you a better like phone camera or something. Um, Anyway, I tried using the auto winder on my automatic, but it just didn't work, right? Like the auto winder would, you know, the watch still wound out of time. It unwound. You wind everything manually? Okay. All right. Yeah. Yeah, I love wearing my automatic. It looks great. It's not any well-known brand. Like I said, it was a buddy who had a watch company. He was designing his own watches for a while. Wonder I think it was called Outcast watches. You might be able to pick up one of his watches in. This is not the Outcast watch company I was thinking about. Shop. That's cool. That's cool. I like these. Sorry, I'm getting distracted right now. We want the 24-hour bezel. Wait, the Outcast bezel. This is intense. Okay, what was I looking for? It was, I don't think that it was this Outcast. Cast watches. There was, I don't even know if the website still exists. Yeah. Anyways, I don't think his watch company exists anymore, so it's a nice watch. I enjoyed wearing it for a while, but at the end of the day, I just put it up because every time I use it, I have to reset the time. So only for special occasions now. Um, Outside of that, near my place, there is a Hublot watch store, and I always love going in there and looking at the Hublots. Oh, that's not what I wanted. The Hublots. Who wants a Big Bang? An Hublot Big Bang. 50 grand now. Man, I should have bought one years ago. I think this thing used to be 20 grand now. Dang. Yeah, I don't know why people hate Hublot either. I don't understand it. I think watch people are just snobs, personally. And Hublot. Oh, no, this website keeps breaking. Hublot got props from one of the gangster rappers, and they're like, meh, meh. I don't like it when Jay-Z drinks Cristal. Cristal isn't for black rappers. That's the way the watch industry feels. That's how they feel about Hublot. Jay-Z started wearing Hublot, and they're like, no, Hublot is for uncivilized gangsters. All jokes aside, watches are super dope. Um, a lot of them are pieces of art, and I highly support everybody spending a little bit of money to get a really nice watch. Um, Ideally one that you never have to set the time on. Because it's atomic, and that's a thing now. But those are my 2 cents. We are getting super distracted here, guys. You hate the iced out watches? Oh man. Uh, I don't have skin dark enough for iced out watches, but don't hate the play, hit the game, right? Don't hate the player, hate the game. I bet if you could afford an iced out watch, you would wear one. If you had a place to wear it at, right? Otherwise, you just put it on the shelf and look at it. Um, Iced out is less expensive than a stock one by four. By far. How does that make sense? Oh, you're taking. Oh, you're talking about modifying. Like, you don't have to like modify a watch. You can like they make iced out fucking the manufacturers make quote unquote iced out, right? So like what are we talking about here? Are we talking about like iced out where they literally modify it? But yeah, that I mean modifying the watch definitely reduces its value. 1000%. Regardless, though, guys, let's see here. We got to make some progress on Dow ships. Yes, everything else. One last check. One last check. Okay. All right, I think we're good. Okay, so FYI, we did a major round of hardening of the smart contracts and the indexer, and rolled all those changes into the front end here. So we're gonna try it out for the very first time. We're gonna call this test DAO 0 0.0. This is just a test DAO. We gotta give it an avatar. I'm going to give it. We're gonna give it an emoji as an avatar here. Hold on, themojis.com. Let me snag one of these. Copy image address. Yeah, there we go. Website, test out, Discord, TDAO, Twitter, GitHub, Telegram, documentation, forum. Boom. Test out shares. TDAO, test out loot. TDAO loot. We will pause. Go to the next page. All right, we gotta get some members in here. So ready, set, go. Okay, address 1. Boom. We will give them 100 shares. Add a second member here. Give them 100 shares. Cool. Governance. Voting period will be 5 minutes. Grace period will be 60 seconds. Quorum will be 50%. Retention will be 40%. Default expiry window, we'll do 10 minutes. Proposal offering is 1 Quai. Sponsor threshold is 100 shares. Cool. We're going to set up an onboard navigator. And we'll do a multiplier. We will name this onboard navigator Quai for shares. And we'll do 1x 1x Quai per share, open to anyone. Okay. Yeah, we're not gonna do any of this stuff yet. We will also add an ERC20 tribute navigator, and we're going to use our test token for this one. Why is that always connect wallet? Okay. Boom. So that's the token address. We'll do this. Okay. This will be TST for shares. Just misspelled this. What up, Double D? Welcome to the chat. Hey, man. I'm sorry about the caps, bro. That freaking Flyers game went to a shootout, man. That's crazy. It's almost like the last 3 to 5 games of the regular season are playoff games, right? Crazy. We'll do 2 tokens per share, 2 tokens per loot, 2 TST per share, open to all. Go next. We're going to add Quai as a guild token. We'll add ERC20 as a guild token. We'll use this address here. Verified. Next. The vault will require 2 approvals. And we'll review. Alright, I already have some feedback here. The notice. Alright, so I'm gonna send this to the AI real quick. We gotta work on this. Okay. On the review and launch step of launching a DAO, the notice is a little too light for the light theme. Let's review and make sure this looks good when using the light theme. Okay, so we'll work through that. I'm sorry, Double D. I'm sorry, man. Hopefully Ovechkin plays one more year. I think people are still trying to figure out if he's gonna play another year or not. But we'll get you tipped. Double D. Quai. Who you rooting for in the playoffs now, man? Who you rooting for? Ebo disdains gems. Ebo does not like precious gems. That doesn't make sense. Ebo, why? I mean, maybe not on watches, but you just don't like gems, period. You don't like gold either? I mean, what do you decorate your girlfriend with? Oh, for men. Okay. Like, what kind of wedding ring are you gonna get? Assuming you're gonna get married one day. Assuming you're not already married. Your lady wears gold all day. Silver or none. What about platinum? What about platinum, man? Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. Platinum does go hard. Alright. Alright, looks like the AI already fixed this. Okay. That doesn't look terrible. Looks good in dark and light. Okay. Alright, not bad. Not bad. Alright, let's launch this DAO. Let's see what happens. Boom. Sign. Deploying onboard navigator. Oh man, don't say that. Deploying tribute navigator. Sign. So Double D tends to go with a team that hasn't won a cup yet, or a player I really like that hasn't won one. So it's either Brent Burns or Buffalo. Is that what you're telling me? Oh, snaps. Alright, we're launching the DAO, guys. Let's go. Why'd you uninstall Bitdefender, man? DAO deployed successfully. DAO profile set. Alright, let's view the DAO. Test DAO! Boom, boom, boom. This is just a test DAO with 2 members. No treasury balance, no proposals. Here are the members. I can set a profile. Let's peek these navigators. Ah, sweet. Okay, so we got navigators. Treasury is empty. All right, guys, this is a smooth experience so far. Okay, let's go to members. We need free avatar URL. Free avatar URL generator. There's like a There was like a gravatar. Gravatar? There's like a gravatar. How come I can't find this? Free avatar free gravatar. There was like a free gravatar generator. Here it is. Okay. Alright, so this will be Bob. We'll give Bob a profile. Bob, Bob is the Bob. There's his avatar. Avatar. We'll set profile here. You're going over to Linux. Nice, man. Good luck. I wish you the best. I hope you have an amazing experience. Have you chosen your first distribution yet? All right, there's Bob. All right, we'll switch to Alice here. We'll say Alice. Alice is the woman. uh, we need a feminine one here. Okay, we'll go with that one. There we go. Set profile, sign. Going with Mint. Good old Linux Mint. Not a bad one, man. Not a bad one to start with. You're really gonna unlock your building potential in Linux, man. Wolf is on Mint too. Welcome, Wolf. Good to see you, man. Let's get you tipped. Guys, if you're tuning in and you're not joining us in chat, you're missing out on some free Quai. Just make sure you're signed up for Kipper.money. Wolf, I've been tipping the same effing tweet for like 4 weeks now. Go tweet something, Wolf. Yeah, guys, don't miss out. We got a bag of Quai to be giving away here. And if you retweet the stream and help us get more followers, we got Quai branded Tangent wallets to give away. So help me help you guys. Don't miss out. All right, Alice and Bob are in. They both have 100 shares. Let's check out these navigators here. Okay, so we're gonna try and mint some shares. This is a multiplier. It's got a minimum of 0.1 Quai. Was I able to set the minimum on the launch page? I don't know if I was able to set the minimum on the launch page. Oh, I was able to set the minimum. I forgot to set the minimum. What happens when I refresh this page? Start over? Okay, cool. Home. Test out. Alright, cool. I just had another idea. We'll work on that later. But anyways, let's try to buy some shares. Let's buy. This is a 1x multiplier, so let's buy 5 shares. Join Dow. Successfully onboarded. Alright, so now if I go to members, there we go. I now have 105 shares. And if we go to the treasury, there's 205. Test Dow. Cool. Now let's try to buy some shares using the testnet token. Do I actually have any testnet tokens? I don't think I do. So let's mint some testnet tokens. Let's mint 300. Boom, boom. Oh my gosh, I'm missing out on the chat. Yep. Oh man. If I had to choose between Buffalo or the Wild, I'd choose Buffalo. Just because, I don't know. I think the Wild stole our colors, honestly. Minnesota Wild. I mean, maybe not. Definitely more green in the Minnesota Wild, but I was trying to think of a reason to not like the Wild, and I couldn't think of one. All right, so let's mint 10 shares and 10 loot tokens. And this is a permit scheme. So we're gonna try this. Is this even working? I don't think this is working. Let's try refreshing this page here. What if I just did? Nope. No dice. No dice. We got an on-cut error. Okay, we gotta work on this. Let's tell you. Okay, I'm trying to mint shares via an ERC20 navigator on this page, but it's not working. I see the following error in the console. Boom. We'll see. We'll have the AI smoke on that one. Oh, you're good, Ebo. Oh man, the Minnesota North Stars. Holy cow. Dude, totally forgot about the Minnesota North Stars. Oh man, that takes me back. There was an N64 Gretzky hockey game I used to play all the time. Yeah. They had some they had some of those old school teams, man. They had the North Stars. They had the Whalers. Remember the Hartford Whalers? Oh my gosh, I'm gonna have to look this up. This was such a fun game. N64, Gretzky. Yeah.
The NHL and the NHLPA present Wayne Gretzky's 3D Hockey.
Oh my gosh, I used to play this all the freaking time. Yeah, you had Hartford Whalers, you had the North
Tonight's
Stars.
matchup, Pittsburgh versus Washington. Here's the opening faceoff.
3-on-3 hockey, guys.
Moves
Ooh,
away. He
ooh,
deflects it.
ooh.
Boom.
Oh, fake the shot to a pass.
Looking to score. Deflected.
Oh, you had like the boosts.
The shot. Rebound.
The goalie would like poke people.
Oh, he scores!
Oh man. Yeah. They had the North Stars, they had the Hartford Whalers. Yeah, man. Yeah. No, that was a fun game. That was a fun game. All right, let's see what the AI is up to. Da, 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 da. Okay. It says we need to try this again. Let's try this again. All right. We're gonna mint 10 shares here. All right. Signing the message. Signing the transaction. Blades of Steel. Successfully onboarded. Okay. Let's see here. Yep. Okay. So 5 Quai is now in the vault. Let's go to details. We should have some test tokens too. There it is. Okay, so we got 5 Quai and test tokens. When I go to members, we now have 115 shares. Let's switch to Alice. Oh, I am Alice. That's right. Let's switch back to Bob. And let's try getting some loot too. Let's do 10 and 10. Sign. Confirm. Sign. Ah, that'll be a good day, Evo. We will definitely successfully onboard it. We will definitely have to have a quiet festival at that price point. That's for sure. Boom. All right. Now Bob also has loot. Now keep in mind, loot is not voting power. But if we go to treasury, we should have more. We have 10 loot tokens now. And we have even more test tokens. Cool. All right, so that's working. Rock and roll. Now let's try with a third address here. Let's buy 5 shares from this guy. Signing. You guys hear the dog in the background just snoring up a storm? Boom, successfully onboarded. And waiting for the indexer to catch up. There we go. All right. Now when we go to members, boom, we got a third member. All right, we'll call this guy Rick. Rick is a dick. And oh man, did I lose? Well, we'll go with this one. All right. Rick needs an avatar. Sign. Double D says, "You know I like festivals." Oh, that's right. You went to an electronics festival last year. Ebo says he knows for a fact he would choke out any dog below 60 kilos. Any dog? I don't know, man. That's a bold claim. It's a bold claim. All right, rock and roll. Okay, so that's working. Now we need to submit some proposals here. So let's create a proposal. Let's request. I'm Rick and I need Quai. Please give me Quai. I'm hungry. Give it a discussion link, testdao.org/Rick is hungry. The recipient will be Rick here, and we want one Quai. And because I don't have enough to sponsor the proposal, I have to add one Quai to the tribute. Submit proposal. Sign. Yeah, I'm with Wolf. Make friends with dogs. Don't fight them. To be clear, Ebo loves dogs. He said so in chat. All right, here's our proposal. I'm Rick, and I need Quai. Rick currently has 42.5 Quai, so we'll switch to a DAO member that can actually sponsor this proposal. We'll go ahead and sponsor it. Okie dokie. I don't want to know where that conversation came from, Evo. Why are you trying to choke out dogs? Uh, let's see here. All right, proposal is sponsored. We're gonna vote yes. Sign. Boom. All right. We have the option to share our reasoning. I like Rick. I want him to eat. Post reason. Okay. Yeah, Christopher's master lurker. 100 fearless humans would demolish a gorilla. Oh, the old man versus gorilla argument. I say old, it's really not that old. A lady said monkeys are smarter than humans. Oh man, some people. I will say that ooh, no vote reasons submitted. Uh-oh. There it is. Okay. Let's see here. Let's go ahead and have Alice vote. Yes. Sign. I will say some dogs are smarter than humans. There are some humans that are clearly dumber than dogs and gorillas slash monkeys. Voting is about to end. What reason? Rick shared his candy with me once. There we go. That's a good excuse to vote yes. 90% of people shouldn't be allowed to vote. Oh man. Yeah. I don't know. I say we should force 100% of people to actually vote. That's my opinion. And it should be public. Yeah, that would be a crazy world. All right. The votes are in. We have reached quorum. No votes. I still got some time left. Maybe Rick should vote no on his own proposal. Can he do that? We got time. Just for kicks. Rick created the proposal, so he can also cancel his proposal. Let's see if his vote gets in on time here. Come on. Come on, Orchard. Are you mining Orchard, Ebo? Let's speed this thing up. Voting reason. I changed my mind. Post reason. Serious question. Does voting matter? Um, my 2 cents is your dollar bill is worth more than your vote. That's my 2 cents. All right. Looks like Rick got his vote in on time. He voted no. He changed his mind. The quorum has been reached. It looks like this one's going to pass. Only Dow ships is the real voting. Yeah, soon. TM. Soon. All right. Grace period has ended. Let's wait for another block, just to be sure. New block just came in. Let's process the proposal. Oh, wait. Before we do, remember Rick only has 42.5 Quai. So this should put him at 43.5. Processing proposal. He did just spend some Quai to process this proposal, though. And he's paying the gas for it. So maybe Rick isn't as poor as he makes himself out to be. I don't know what the TM after soon means. I just say it for no reason. It means trademark. Soon, trademark. As if soon is a brand. It's a joke. It's just a joke. Proposal passed. Nice. Let's check the block explorer. Passed, true. Action failed, false. So now when I look at Rick's wallet, he's got 43.5 Quai. There it is. Alright, that's working. Rock and roll. Alright, let's go back to Bob. Start the music back up too. Are we Bob now? Yeah, we're Bob now. Go to overview. Quai, vault balance. Did we have 10 Quai? Is that balance updating? Well, let's go to history. Okay. Alright. I guess that's accurate. Vault address. Gnosis safe. This is wrong. This is wrong. We gotta change this. Don't know where that came from. Okay, on the treasury page where we show the vault address, it says Gnosis safe. This is false. It's actually Quai vault. That's not accurate. Let's check out Orchard. 10 Quai. Okay. Well, I forgot to check that, but whatever. We'll roll with it for now. Let's do another proposal. Let's do a membership proposal. Let's add Carol. Copy address. Let's add Carol with, give her 100 shares. Add Carol with 100 shares. Carol is a boss. We need her to do boss things. Cool. So as Bob, I have enough shares to automatically sponsor this proposal, so we're going to do that. Sign. Bro has 100 Pelagus address. Yeah. I have so many burner wallets, man, on testnet. It's not even funny. It's not even funny. Oh, transaction confirmed. Proposal not found. Let's refresh. There it is. Okay. Cool. Add Carol with 100 shares. Let's vote yes. Sign. Um, Carol is a boss lady. Post. Do I want to see something cool happen on my Twitch stream? Sure, man. I don't have Twitch fired up. I know I'm streaming to Twitch, but I don't actually have it open. Let me get that open real quick. Oh, Twitch. All right. I'm on Twitch. What am I looking for? What am I looking for? Oh, snap. I only have one follower to go before I hit 20 followers on Twitch. Nice. Nice. Okay. Meanwhile, we'll have Alice vote yes. Let's get Carol onboarded here. She will not post a reason. Carol's boss lady. Okay, 2 votes in. Quorum reached. I'm gonna go back to members real quick. Alright, we got some good data here. It also highlights me because I'm connected. That's cool. That's cool. Switch to dark mode. What am I looking for on Twitch, Ebo? Help me out. I don't know what I'm looking for on Twitch. Waiting for this voting period to end. Do you guys know Thread Guy is streaming right now? I got 154 fewer viewers. Oh, the bits thing? So I think I actually have to enable that. Hold on. Yeah, I don't think it works for my channel, man. Twitch is a freaking money hole, man. I might try streaming to Kick on another day. Hmm. Hold on, let me see. Bits. No, that's not what I want. I was thinking about like vibe coding up some Twitch plugins, but stream clip settings. So you can take clips. Where's Yeah, okay. So I have to be an affiliate on Twitch for you to use bits. Hold on. Let me double check this. And I think I need a certain number of followers to become an affiliate. Hold on. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. I have to reach 25 followers, stream for 4 hours, and stream on 4 different days, and reach an average of 3 viewers on 4 different days. Once I achieve all these things, I can become an affiliate, and then my viewers can use bits. Let me double check this. No, 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 no. Yeah. Yeah, I have to be an affiliate on Twitch, so I have to have, I think at this point I basically have to have a minimum of 25 followers and maintain an average of like 3 viewers. Everything else should be good to go. So hang on to it, man. I appreciate it. But for those of you tuning in, best way to support me is to support the network. Get signed up for Kipper.money and engage with us on X. Um, it's actually better for you because you earn those bits in the form of Quai. Kippa Kippa. Yeah, 1000%. Alright, so Carol is going to join the test out with 100 shares after I process a proposal and it executes on chain. Let's keep an eye on the block, on the indexer for a moment here. Let's go. Come on, Carol. Join the Dow. Join the Dow. Oh my gosh. These blocks are just coming slower and slower. There we go. Alright. Boom. Proposal processed. So now, as Carol, I think that's address 4. There I am. There's Carol. Let's set a profile. Carol, I'm the boss. Oops. I'm the boss lady. Let's give her an avatar here. Oh, I like that last one. Dang, missed it. Carol the boss lady. All the females have to be pink. That's the rule of Testo. If you're a woman, you have to have a pink avatar. Matt, start a podcast. Um, yeah, man, I'm down. I need some guests lined up. I need some guests lined up. Call it QuaiCast, Mattcast. Actually, Christopher's hanging out, I believe, in the audience. He's working that angle. He's working that angle. All right. Carol is in with 100 shares. Woo woo. Yeah, no, Christopher and I have chatted about starting a podcast. We just need to like line up, I don't know, maybe 2 or 3 guests, and then like we can officially like brand it and make it a thing. Yeah, no, Christopher's cooking. Christopher's cooking. Yeah, exactly. Like one guest a week, that would be great. That'd be super fun. I'm totally down. Uh, I think, one of the challenges, one of my biggest hurdles, guys, like full transparency. I need better guests for Quai Friday. That's what I really need. We got to get some better guests on Quai Friday. We got to get guests, period, on Quai Friday. It's actually like a hyper competitive hour on Twitter. So it's been, you know, relatively difficult. Um, a lot of people have obligations. Plus, like, we're trying to stay relevant. And, like, when you invite somebody to a last minute X space, it's not always easy for them to join. But then, like, planning topics, you know, 2 weeks or longer in advance, it's usually not relevant by the time the shit comes around. So it's a challenge. It's a challenge for sure. A podcast might be much easier to get a podcast guest guest list going. But ideally we have good guests every Friday on Quiet Friday. Double D likes QuietCast. Yeah. Yeah, so if you guys didn't know, Christopher actually used to be a part of the Bankless team. So shout out Christopher. He's got mad experience in that area. So um, let's collectively harass Christopher to help us start Quaicast. Yeah, I mean bare minimum, we could start a podcast with just like the Quai team and maybe some, dedicated community members. But we just got access to the U.S. market, guys. Like just got access to it through Kraken. So big things on the horizon, folks. Big things on the horizon. Evo, you could totally be a guest on Quaicast. You're practically a guest on the Quilog, so that wouldn't be hard. Here's the thing, though, guys. Here's the thing, though. You gotta have a good camera, okay, and you gotta have a good mic. I don't have the money to fly people out to a studio. And you gotta have something to talk about. 1000%. 1000%. All right, Carol is in. We're going to test a new proposal here. Let's test an announcement. Um, Test warning announcement. We need to test, and I'm the boss. Warning. These are broken links. Do not join this DAO. This is a test DAO only. It'll be a warning. We'll link to learn more. And we'll say it expires. What's today? Today is the 15th, tax day. We'll say it expires at 1600 my time. Submit announcement proposal. Cool. Alright, so we're going to test two things here. First of all, we're going to test announcement proposal. Actually, we're going to test three things. We're going to test this announcement proposal. It's just slow. Refresh. There it is. Okay. So we're testing this. We also want to test. Oh, this is cool. I can search Alice. If I delegate, yeah, this is what I was looking for. So Carol sponsored a proposal. If the sponsor of a proposal no longer has the shares to sponsor that proposal, the community can cancel their proposal. Okay? So, delegating your voting power could cause this proposal to be canceled if your shares drop below the sponsor threshold. And then it shows you your proposal that you sponsored. Super cool. Alright, so that works. Don't want to do that. Acknowledged. Okay, so that works. Let's get another vote in here from Bob. Oh, I don't even think Carol voted. all good, Evo. All good. You know, the beauty of a layer 1 blockchain backed by a foundation that is 100% open source is anybody can do anything they want. Anybody can do anything they want. The market will decide what survives and what fails. So a lot of community members want to see the team do everything. And I understand why. Especially now with, the ecosystem kind of in its infancy, it's really hard to um, build credibility as a project in a young ecosystem, right? Now, there's lots of things you can do to combat that, right? So if we look at, like, I think it's quasdac.com, amazing project. First of all, the website looks professional as hell. Oh wait, I'm on testnet, so you can't see anything. Yeah, let's switch real quick. Oh, there's no markets right now. That's why. Nobody's betting on Quasdac? Oh. Anyways, kind of proving my point. It's really hard in a young ecosystem to gain trust in such a small community, right? But there's things that you can do. First of all, have a super professional looking website, have docs, right? Have, a place like a GitHub or what have you where you can get support and talk to the builders and the founders of a project. Show up, every day with the rest of the community and, chat with them. Go to the spaces. That's why we do Quai Nation, is to help these projects build credibility and trust within the community. Um, but when you're not doing these things, right, the community is going to ask the Quai team to do a lot of the building. Um, and the reality is like our resources are limited. But if you're a legitimate project, like you will gain our trust and our support. And that's the way to go at the end of the day. But the last comment I'll have is like a lot of people think crypto is a lot of different things, but at the end of the day, what the Quai Network team has built is the TCP IP of value for the internet, right? And if you don't really understand what TCP IP is in the internet stack, OSI model, let's pull this up. Okay. So, 7 layers of the OSI model, guys. Let's zoom in on this. Okay. TCP IP sits up here in the transport layer. Okay. What you're asking the team to build when you ask them to like launch a DEX is you're asking them to build on top of the application layer. Right? So my metaphor here is, do you really expect the developers of TCP IP to also create sockets, DNS, HTTP, SSL, SMTP, and all those things, and then on top of that also build an application? That's not how the internet scaled. That's not how the internet gained, mass adoption. The internet gained mass adoption when thousands of people and teams showed up to build these additional layers, right? You really want the TCP team focused on TCP, right? You want to make sure TCP is rock fucking solid and that anything can be built on top of it and it doesn't break TCP, or that TCP can support all these other things to be built on top of it. So, um, I actually don't necessarily agree with this infograph right here. I would say I mean, TCP and UDP at the transport layer, yes. Um, Sockets, APIs at the session layer, maybe. But APIs actually sit on top of HTTP. Um, HTTP, in my opinion, is, you know, kind of bleeds across presentation and session. HTTP, like the application layer should be your web browser. That's the real application layer here. Some of these like SSH are protocols and applications, depending on how you interpret it. DNS is definitely like a presentation layer thing in my opinion, but I digress. The point is, the Quai network team is hyper focused on the transport layer. We have to make sure the transport layer works. We are building things at the application layer to help people understand what we created at the transport layer, right? Pelagus wallet, Blip, um, what else? Soap is, Project Soap is probably, session layer. Stratum X is definitely like application, maybe presentation layer. But at one point, we even had our own mining software, right? So like we're doing everything we can at these higher levels, but you know, uh, Hearty Gallery, Quasdac, um, Quai Swap, uh, NFTs like Quai Miners and Quai Pepes. Like we really need the community to continue to build all these out to help us prove the utility and the value of the transport layer, be it Quai Network. Evo says, please do not start giving out gas fees to dApps nor grants before actual mainnet deployments. Yeah, fair. First of all, uh, gas fees, guys. Okay, so when you look at a lot of these other applications, right? So like I'm building DAO ships right now, right? In the past, I've built Quai Vault and a few other applications. And a lot of this is building on the what would you call it? The the smart contracts that have existed in other ecosystems, right? Like Gnosis Safe, rock solid multi-sig vault. Okay, Gnosis Safe and the DAO framework, Moloch DAO v3 or Ball. These things included um, mechanisms to support gasless transactions. Okay. That is necessary on a blockchain that has variable transaction fees. Okay. When you have variable transaction fees, what you're doing is you're basically telling app builders or anybody who wants to like interact with an application on a regular basis, you have no clue what your transaction fees are going to be. They could be super cheap, they could be ridiculously expensive. And it's a terrible experience for end users who want to depend on these applications, forecast their usage of these applications, and plan around plan whole businesses on a blockchain, right? When the transaction fees are variable, like you can't do any forecasting, you can't do any budgeting, right? Because you don't know what the transaction fees are going to be. You could, attempt to model and predict, but the truth is, you're going to get bit in the ass eventually. So, gasless transactions was created to help users not have to worry about that. Um, the point is, we will never do that because Quai has static, fixed transaction fees priced in Chi, but as the value of Quai paid for in Quai on Quai. So as the value of Quai goes up, our gas fees are variable, but they go down, right? They don't go up, they go down over time as the network grows. So ultimately, static fees that are constantly declining is what is the environment you have on Quai Network. So like, don't have to worry about us ever handing out gas fees. Don't ever have to worry about building in gasless transactions. Um, if that is a big concern for your end users, then you're gonna have to solve it for yourself. Most people who are planning businesses and forecasting totally understand fees. You pay transaction fees for everything. It's like what 2 to 3% per Visa transaction in America at least. So like taxes, like people are used to transaction fees. You don't have to get rid of them. You just have to make them consistent so people can plan. And in terms of grants, there's not a lot of use cases out there today that people could build that is worth a grant being invested into them, right? Um, the list is really small. You need a DEX, um, you need a lending protocol, you need some of these bigger applications like maybe you need a meme coin launcher, Quasdac, like a prediction market. These things are great. They do drive usage on chain, and they should be supported by the foundation that's trying to grow the network, right? And our requirement for these real use cases is to demonstrate utility on testnet, right? So when a project like Quasdac demonstrates utility on testnet, and we see the opportunity for them to help grow the network, help generate revenue in terms of transaction fees for miners, bring more wallets into the system, generate more transactions just generally, like we will support that. Um, they don't have to be on mainnet. Some use cases like lithium, I think it's lithium DeFi. Yeah, so this is a team we were working with in the past. Oh, their website's down. Want want. Who were building out LMTs, liquid mining tokens, right? So this is a team that we were working with closely on testnet, but at the end of the day, like there was no market for their product, so we kind of had to put that one on the back burner. But all this to say, we are really selective with the limited resources we have. I also like to say there's like an 80-20 rule in crypto right now when it comes to builders. Like 20% of the builders out there will actually build something that, gets you 80% of the users. The other 80% of the builders, they're just farming they're just grant farmers, right? So we're super selective, and generally speaking, like if you're one of those 20% builders, a grant is just a cherry on top, to be blatantly honest with you. Like if you're building Quasdac, like and you have a good team behind you, um, a grant from the foundation is a cherry on top to like really put the nail in the coffin to allow you to go like generate more revenue, go raise more funds. It's a big badge on the shield, if you will, for a project like Quasdac or maybe even Harty Gallery to go outside of the foundation to look for additional support, funding, users, etc. Um, so it's really more of a, I guess, an accreditation at that point. But it's super beneficial, so we're totally open to it. There's QNS, like domain names, like ENS for Quiet Network is something that we're still looking for. There's there's nuance in Quai Network that needs to be accounted for, right? So like we're looking for people, genuine builders who want to build these things, and we really want to help them out. And at the end of the day, like that grant is just like an extra stamp of approval from the foundation that says like, yes, we want this project to win, and we're gonna continue to support it. So we are very selective, Ebo, very selective. Um, but I would say if Hearty Gallery generates a ton of usage on chain, is able to like consistently, grow the network, I would highly encourage you to ask for a grant. That way you could allocate even more resources to growing your project, marketing your project, um, and making NFTs cool again, man. I fucking love NFTs. I don't think they're going anywhere. I just think the whole market is just kind of like at a loss right now. So that's that. Where were we? All right, so the announcement worked. Boom. Do not join this DAO. This is a test DAO only. Cool. It should expire here in about 15 minutes, and when it expires, this should go away. It's got a link, all the above. Rock on. When we go to home, we see test DAO here. Cool. Cool. This deployer badge means the deployer set the metadata here. So let's go back to proposals. Which one haven't we done? We haven't done governance config. Update grace period. Make it shorter. We don't really use grace period in this test DAO. testdao.org/update grace. Alright, so this is the current settings. And this is in seconds. So if I do 600 seconds. Okay, we need to update this to take inputs similar to how we launched the DAO. Let me go to the AI real quick. Okay, on the governance config proposal form, we need to allow for the same type of inputs users are familiar with on the DAO launch form. 30 minutes, 7 days, etc. Alright, so we'll work through that. Yeah, man. Yeah, I mean, like, I would say, like, that clearly indicates you're a 20% builder, right? Like, you're hyper focused on building something that you love, that other people are going to use, and you want to be successful. Just with you have the confidence that I look for that says that this builder is going to be successful whether or not the foundation backs them, right? And what that means is that the foundation's not going to have to hold your hand, right? We don't got time for that. A, B, we shouldn't be holding somebody's hand when there's another builder out there that takes initiative and is going to win in the long run anyways. Secret to sales is confidence. I think Christopher would agree with you. Alright, I gotta check in on the community real quick. Alright, we gotta test something real quick. Oops. Let's take a screenshot real quick. Alright, that looks good. Let's take another screenshot. Let's see here. Visibility status assignee. Alright. Christopher inspired Ebo to quit the regular sales job and become an individual contractor. Nice, man. Hope that works out for you. Nice, man. Hope it's going well. Alright. Nice. We got a new support ticket system coming, guys. I'm actually pumped for this. Nice. Let's try. Let's admin chat. Hmm. Interesting. Nice. All right. Uh, cool. All right. Where were we? Where were we? Yeah. Okay. Let's see here. Did the AI finish? Cool. All right. So now I can go in here. That's set. Let's do 30 seconds. Quorum's fine. Hmm. Default expiry window. 7 days. Is the default expiry window being populated with current data? I believe I already set that for one DAO. Alright. Safety net is there for losing. Oh man, I would say the safety net is for people who don't believe in themselves. But everybody's on their own path, man. You know what I mean? Um, Being confident and cocky is good to a point, but don't count those people out. You know, they'll surprise you one day. Not all of them. Most of them probably not. But definitely keep your eyes peeled for those stuck in the corporate hustle who might break out. Those people can go a long way with you if you're ready for it. You gonna drop his in? Yeah, I just tossed mine. You got that Strong's in though. I just got that 6 milligram American pussy shit. 50 milligram, holy fuck, man. Holy fuck. I could probably handle it. In fact, I know I can. It's just, man, they definitely don't sell them down here. Once you go up in milligrams, it's really hard to go down. I remember first time I dipped Grizzly Wintergreen Long Cut. Grizzly Wintergreen Long Cut. That was a fucking ride, man. That was a fucking ride. I was filling sandbags somewhere in Afghanistan and I couldn't take a smoke break, so buddy hooked me up with some long cut wintergrain. Let's see here. Search Masai's. Is that a tribe? Oh, the Maasai people. This is where you got your Zin? Oh, the grounded tobacco. Okay, got it. No, not this. Okay. Oh, they do the snuff. Nice. Nice. I was in German sniper school the first time I tried snus. German snus. Yeah. It wasn't this stuff though. Products. This was like the stuff you sniff. It was like ah shoot, what was it? It wasn't any of these things. Snus. Nasal snuff. German nasal snuff. Not snus, snuff. Oh, this is not taking me to what I want. It came in this like weird package. It was like a yeah, you got this like little clip thing here. Yeah, this is kind of what I'm looking for. It was kind of like this. Had this weird little like clip that you open up and you just sniff it. No. 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 I don't think I'm gonna find it. Yeah, it was kind of like this. It was like this little can. It had this like clip in it. So you like tip it, clip the clip, and then sniff it. Presidential snuff. Yeah, cleared my sinuses real freaking quick. Yeah. Let's see what the AI is up to. Alright, we were missing some components here. We need to get this default expiry window auto-populated. We'll work that out. Alright, it is 1600. There we go. The notice is expired. No more notice. Alright, that works. That works, guys. That's good. That's good. For those of you who are interested, don't forget, guys, Quai Vault is live on testnet. So if you want to go test out Quai Vault, you can head over to quaivault.org. And the last major revision of DAO ships is available for anybody and everybody to test. So if you want to try launching your own DAO and playing around with it, you can head over to testnet.daoships.org. Obviously, we're making we made a major overhaul to the contracts in the back end to make it a lot more secure, a lot more stable. And so now I'm just working through making sure the UI is good to go. Once the UI is good to go, we have some more navigators we need to build out. So over here in navigators, you can see we want to get an NFT gated navigator, time lock, circuit breaker, budget. Signal navigator is going to be really handy. Unclear on whether or not I want to build out the delegate registry navigator, but we'll definitely want a vesting navigator and subscription navigator. The Oracle navigator is an interesting idea, so I went ahead and included it here, but I still need to think through that one a little bit further. But these navigators, really what they do is they extend the functionality of your DAO. The goal of the DAO is to be able to autonomously, um, you know, activate proposals from the community. So the two that we're using to start with is just selling DAO shares for Quai or DAO shares for any kind of ERC token that you want to accept. Imagine this could be USDT, USDC. If you want your DAO to be able to basically manage that. So, and all these tokens that the DAO owns are going to be stored in a Quai vault. So that's why we're building this out on testnet right now, because Quai vault is only on testnet. We got to get I would say, like, I personally am not confident asking anybody to store real Quai in a Quai vault until we get a more formal audit done. Um, I might personally store some of my funds in a Quai vault on mainnet right now, but um, I would not ask anybody else to do that. So once Quai vault goes to mainnet, we'll be able to roll out DAO ships to mainnet, and then the third big project to like create the trifecta here um, is kind of like an on-chain Kickstarter or GoFundMe, right? Where you can raise funds to launch a DAO to get your project kickstarted in a completely decentralized, trustless way. So, and you know, with that, there's going to be a bunch of configuration options for the DAO when it does launch, right? Like if you want to reward your early investors with shares, um, or you know, whatever you want. So that would be the trifecta of infrastructure for launching decentralized projects on Quai Network. So Ebo swears Codex is superior to Claude. I think it's just because Ebo lives in Europe. Did you watch that podcast between Lex and the OpenClaw founder? Um, he had some funny comments. He's basically comparing Claude to Americans and Codex to Germans. He's like, Codex is very German and Claude is very American. So sounds like Ebo says that analysis is on point. The indexer has a gap according to the front end here. It says the indexer, the set of complete event handler doesn't read default expiry window, and the dash ship contracts set of complete event doesn't emit that field. So default expiry window stays at 0. Okay, so the front end implemented a workaround. Okay. Alright. Let's okay, this is good feedback. Let's copy this. And let's open up the smart contracts. Code. We might need to add an event here. Contracts. Alright. Review the entire project for context. I'm working on the front end and the developers reported the following. Analyze the report below and validate against the current contracts Report back recommended next steps, if any. Boom. Alright. Might need to make another contract change. Wah, wah. Nice. Alright, so we're gonna have to cook through that. Let's see here. I gotta check back in on the community here. Let's see what's going on. Otherwise, I think we're good to go. So, all right, folks, I'm gonna call it here. It's been a blast. I'm gonna move on to some community work now while Claude cooks in the background here. You guys are great. Double D. Look forward to chatting more about playoff season. I think that starts April 18th, so that'll be fun. Christopher and I will keep thinking about, potential podcast guests. I know he's got some ideas, so keep your eyes peeled for that. Ebo, Dan, you guys absolutely rock. Keep building, keep mining, keep grinding. It's always shipping season over here, and we got a long ways to go. Major unlocks now with Kraken getting listed. It's got the whole team abuzz with so many opportunities coming down the pipe. So I hope you guys are excited. We're all excited over here at Quai Network. Keep your eyes peeled for more features coming to those Windows users out there who want to dive into Entropic. I'm super excited for that because most of the people I know use Windows. And Blip, guys, I can't keep talking about this enough. I haven't even seen it, but Shakar says it's the only wallet he uses now. Joker's got access to the developer version of it, so super excited to get that out to you guys. Hopefully that will be out to the ambassadors soon to test. So looking at you guys in the chat here, y'all are the OGs, and if you got an iPhone, you'll be one of the first ones to be able to test it. It's totally going to change the paradigm when it comes to crypto on mobile. So super excited for that. So much more in the works. Dr. K and Alan are meeting with some pretty big wigs over the next few days, so we're actually going to have to cancel the fireside chat with him. That might be why Dr. K is traveling today. Wink, wink, nod, nod. But we'll be back tomorrow with more content, folks. Hope to see you there. As always, boop, make sure you're signed up for Kipper.money. Go tell your friends, tell your family. It's the easiest way to onboard people. Outside of that, we are now traded on Kraken. So Kraken's available pretty much globally, except for a few closed off economies. But we're working on those as well. So go get your hands on some more Quai, guys. It's trading at a discount right now. You can also swap for Quai on SwapSpace, Let's Exchange, Change Hero, which is in your Tangent mobile wallet. So you can swap on your phone right now thanks to Change Hero. And if you're on base, you can swap those useless tokens for Quai over on base. Make sure you check the docs for the official links and contract address. Don't get scammed. But really appreciate our partners over at Symbiosis. Let me kill this non-Quai music. And you can buy Quai on base with CoinDisco. So plenty of ways to get your hands on it, and major liquidity is coming in soon. So hope you're excited. I'm super pumped. I do this every day for you guys. Appreciate y'all tuning in. We'll catch you next time. Have a good night. Peace out.